afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Dallas Cowboys. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. And the slot man goes in motion left. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. To the air again, Herbert. Throwing the out route, and he's got Eckler. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Here's Herbert. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. Right side, and he finds Gray. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Herbert now. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They snap it to Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown. Nick Boyle. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking to throw. And right away, he lost the football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Kill! 47. Going to 53. Hey, kill! Hey, 47.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw here, Herbert. That one complete out to Dotson. Touchdown, Chargers. Jahan Dotson from 17 yards out. And the Chargers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point safely through. And it's now 14-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early. First quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Number 47.
Now Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Prescott now. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards. A first down carry by Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Cowboys looking for that first win of the year. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
Open man right side, it's Lamb. And he's going to be marked out just outside the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it. You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled? So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning. Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half. The Charger drive about to get going. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say there was never a doubt. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame. Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room. Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. First down. Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings them
from the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Prescott to throw it. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott to throw on fourth. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. Touchdown, Cowboys! Foster Moreau, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. And even 60 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Finding Gray on the out route. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
46.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken from about the 12. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Hey, 47.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Herbert on first down now. This is swung out to Eckler. On the move past the 40. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Herbert off of play action. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jahan Dotson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. No problem there on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Inside give to Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And able to complete it to Moreau. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
At the Chargers' 19-yard line.
Hey, kill! 47.
Prescott from the gun. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Hey, kill! 47. They were going 53.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Here we go. Go to 54, line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and it's been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 54, line. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Everybody, kill.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go, 46, 46. Go to 54, line. 26.
To throw is Prescott. And he rifles one incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it. even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Kill! 47!
On third down, it's Prescott. He's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown on Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Marquise Bell. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that will lead to a third and goal.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Kill!
To throw, Prescott. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Johnson's kick is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now Herbert. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. Second and 24. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. Third and long. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Herbert now to throw. And this one is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. And the Bears have scored again. They've got that one on cruise control. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Here's Prescott. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That's good for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47.
Now Dak. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Khalil Mack has now